Well, here we are. It's Sunday, December 5th, and it's week 5 of our new shelter demolition and construction. Let's see what's going on. Our friends at JOMA have been very busy. So, yeah, more soil from excavating. I'll take you step by step. So in front of me would be our meeting room, conference room, and community room for our partner meetings and perhaps small indoor birthday parties. We have admin offices here. In this area will be our quarantine laundry. So you can see they're laying in a lot of the piping, 6-inch pipe, and all of the infrastructure around that since our last visit. And here would be intake and puppy and doggy washing area and photo shoot. And over here we have 3 quarantine rooms. The last one here at the back will be split into 2. So we will have actually 4 quarantine areas. This is the massive undertaking of laying in all of the infrastructure for our indoor-outdoor kennels for our canine companion friends. So 6 plus a really huge one for maybe a gravid female or a mom with pups or a massive dog. They are 6 feet wide by 12 feet long, 6 indoors and 6 outdoors. And they will be able to go outside at will. You can see over here, let's go outside and take a peek. It's in a state of shambles right now. But those indoor-outdoor runs will look outside onto this wooded area. Lots of squirrels out here and birds, so and opportunities for engagement with our volunteers and would-be adopters and community members. It's going to be a lot of fun. Over here in this area is a doggy puppy interaction area. That'll be fun for our little ones to romp around with visitors. More piping infrastructure. This is incredible. It's about, I would say, a 6-foot trench. It's much deeper than I am tall. So over here, we are now entering the area of the hospital side. So we have our puppy engagement area, and then this will be some break areas and a hospital laundry facility. Surgery will be over here, and a massive dog and cat ward. Some storage for our oxygen facility. And then over here will be exam rooms. We have 3 exam rooms, very exciting, and radiology and dental. So when you have a dental room, of course, you need wet tables. So there's the infrastructure for that. Plenty going on here. It's so exciting. We are going to be a place where people can secure low-cost spay-neutering for our community and volume partners, and oral health, so wellness visits, radiology, gosh, everything. So exciting. I wonder how many square cubic feet of dirt, soil we need to backfill. Crazy. So in here is the big room. You may remember if you've come in when the building was being used mostly as meeting space. It was great for socially distanced meetings. So if you were to come in on the adoption side, you would see against the wall, you'd be greeted by a lovely guest experience coordinator. And on this pillar right here is going to be centered 4 8x8 cat interaction rooms. Kitties will be able to have a blast in that area, and our guests will be able to see how much fun they are having. It'd be great. And against this wall, climb up on a mountain of dirt. Like right in this area here will be Kitty City. We have capacity for 24 cats on one wall. And right here in this area, another Kitty City with another array of 2x12. So we have capacity for 48 cats and condos, and then who knows how many in our quad of kitten interaction areas. So much fun. And then, gosh, that's it. We are branding this beautiful facility as a community destination because what you're seeing here is just phase 1. Phase 2 of the project will be involving the areas outside of the building. So if you've been here, you know that we have about 100 or so parking slots, which is great for expanding our volunteer opportunities and teams of corporate volunteers and community members that want to come and use the space. We have this fantastic wooded area, and we'll be using that for all sorts of stuff. So a legacy garden, maybe a meditation garden, and we fully expect that we'll be able to incorporate a dog walking path, which would be so great for really solidifying the bond between pets and people. So exciting. We have a 3 vehicle garage, which most of that will be converted to storage, but the possibilities for expanding that open space into more dog interaction areas. Look at this. So we have basically a full pad right here. And if we were to block off this area in here and surface this with maybe pavers or some sort of turf option, fence it in, now we have an amazing pet interaction area. We could do training courses and all sorts of opportunities for pets to get to know one another and to communally interact with people. This is very, very exciting. And then, of course, over here, we have areas for all sorts of possibilities. We own right down to the fence line over there. So all of this area is rife with possibility. Of course, here's the area where our indoor-outdoor runs will be. And then we have this lovely little area for all sorts of possibility. Native plant garden, place for culture building with staff, volunteers to maybe have lunch together. We can make this into a nice little communal area, a place where individuals who, or families who maybe have lost a pet recently, or a close family member can come and grieve privately in a place where people who understand about the importance of that connection can embrace that expression of grief. And there you go. We have so much possibility here. I just can't believe it. And there's our dentist neighbor friend. Here's another possibility, in Ivy Court. It's a beautiful cul-de-sac. And since our neighbor friend does not conduct business on the weekends, can you imagine how lovely this area would be, you know, in the evening on a beautiful spring or summer night, with maybe the perimeter sort of lit with socially distanced tables, and oh my gosh, just we could have food trucks. It's amazing. With, you know, full service community destination, so lovely. Well, that's where we are. I hope you enjoyed it. So exciting to see significant progress every week. It's remarkable. Have a great day.